I'm going to add myself to the stage. I am here. Boom. Live viewer comments show up on StreamYard. This is an example. Click on a comment to show on the screen. Perfect. All right, so we got that going. And I want to make sure, that's my kids. So I want to make sure that everything that we have set up is good to go. And then we'll start jumping into questions. Okay, so Assured Comfort has gotten it. So that's awesome. I appreciate it. Thank you for signing on or logging in to kind of see what we're doing. I want to kind of make sure that I'm getting everybody and giving people time to kind of get in here. And I know when I used to watch other lives and stuff like that, I used to hate that part. We're going to wait until everybody else gets in, to get in. So now I'm not even going to do that. So Assured Comfort Cleaning. Hello, how you doing? I appreciate you coming on and kind of setting your notifications and knowing that we are on. I really appreciate it. Do me a favor, let me know where you're coming from, where you are. And also if you have any questions beforehand, let's see if I click on, perfect. So if you have any questions beforehand, just let me know. Let me know if you are a Cleaning Business Automations member. And if not, just let me know. That way I can kind of know how to direct some of my statements, some of my questions and stuff like that. Sounds cool? Good. Do me a favor, Assured Comfort Cleaning. Can you like I promise you're going to like what I'm about to say in this live. And I promise you that it's going to be beneficial to your growth of your company. So do me a favor, like and share with some other people so that they can see that we are live and I'm answering questions as best I can. Our fearless leader, AJ Simmons, is he's en route. What I think he's home now. So he's been traveling all day and he's back home with his family. So I told him I would take it over for today. So I don't want him to kind of do anything but relax and kind of just enjoy his family, as we all should. We should take the opportunity and take the time to spend time with our families and enjoy what is actually important, and that's family and peace of mind. So right now, my favorite holiday or holiday season is from Thanksgiving to Christmas and New Year's, because those are the holidays that I think that most family members get together and just kind of, enjoy each other and love on each other. The other holidays are great, but my favorite is from Thanksgiving right after Halloween. My fiance loves Halloween, so I enjoy that part too. But family for me is, right after that, Thanksgiving, Christmas, and New Year's, or Kwanzaa, whatever you kind of subscribe to. I have no issues with that. So you're from Florence, Alabama, Automations member. I am, matter of fact, let me click on it. Florence, Alabama. Is that, yeah, Alabama automation member. I'm trying to log in through the link. Cool. That's great. Matter of fact, I was in the military, and my first duty station was in Montgomery, Alabama. So Florence, Alabama, I'm not sure where that is. Is that near Birmingham? Is that further south, like near Mobile? Let me know, or Auburn area. Let me know. But I appreciate you coming on, and I got to kind of share this with other people that are that's in the CBN. Let me know, how long have you actually been in CBN and in CBA, and then just some issues that you may be having with the automations that would help you kind of move your business to the next level, kind of grow and stuff like that. Because it's not easy. It's real technical at times. So sometimes it may be a little bit over everyone's head, and we want to make sure that we kind of attack all of those things that people may be having with the issue of the CRM. So please let us know your questions and anything like that. Angelica, awesome. I just dropped the link in CBN and in our CBA. You're awesome with that, Angelica. You're always so supportive. I appreciate you. Angelica, if you have any questions, I know you're you're grinding, you know, you out there, and I think you're back in Florida. Well, not back, but you moved to Florida. So let me know how that's going and how we can help you with that. Um, so I got that. The next one is, who is this? This is, did it show up? Hey, Sherman, just listening. Lisa Gettings. Lisa, where are you from? Let me know where you're at. And then if you're in automations or you're interested in the automations, you would like to know what it actually offers, do me a favor, let me know in the chat so I can kind of see. And also, while you're in the chat, if you like what you're about to hear or you like what you've heard or anything to this point and moving forward, make sure you click that like, and also give a shout out to AJ. AJ, our fearless leader, the GOAT of the cleaning business industry. I would not be where I am without AJ, and I appreciate him giving me the opportunity to be able to be in this position, and not even in this position, but to be able to grow my company and other streams of income that he has allowed me, or not allowed me, but taught me how to do. And he taught me how to do that in just conversations with him, but also in Get Paid to Be You, which is a course that he has. So I don't have all the links. I'm not technically savvy with StreamYard and move, and you know, with StreamYard and YouTube and doing all of that. So as I get the links, I'll add them to the chat so you guys can kind of see some of the things that he offers. But the things that he offers have been absolutely insurmountable to the growth of my brand, to my company, and to me. And just so you know, AJ is a lot younger than me. He is like 20 years younger than me. So, you know, understanding that you can learn from people that are younger, from people that are older, from people that are right in the same kind of age or experience that you are, that goes a long way. That shows that the information is very important to your growth, no matter who it comes from, right? It doesn't matter whoever that information comes from, as long as it's information that's really reliable or intrinsic to your growth. So when I started in the cleaning business industry, I didn't know a whole lot of stuff, and it was so much information that I had questions about, and then I had to ask, but nobody would actually give it to me. They would always beat around the bush, and kind of some of the other networking groups, not this one, I promise you, not this one at all, Clean Biz Network, but all of the other ones that I would ask questions, and they just wouldn't. They would kind of steer me into, you know, some type of course or you know, mentorship or whatever, instead of just answering my questions. And what they weren't realizing if they had just answered my question, I would have been more prone to listen to the course information of whatever they were trying to sell me. But because they wouldn't answer my question, I kind of moved on. And I moved on to this guy, AJ Simmons, awesome, the GOAT. And he's real. He's absolutely real. And just the platform that he's provided for us and the information that he's provided for us has led me to this point, to be able to kind of partner with him and help so many other people get to the point where I am, and where other people, you know, are, that are way, you know, way more successful than I am. But they all took the same path that AJ laid out for us in his Cleaning Business Starter course and the Cleaning Business Automation course, which is what we're going to be talking about today, and with Get Paid to Be You. So hopefully you guys kind of check in. So we have Christian Gilbert. Hello, checking in from Arkansas. What's going on, Christian? Hey, man, I see you in the group, and man, you are dropping a lot of information, a lot of knowledge. I appreciate you guys. I mean, I appreciate you kind of responding to a lot of people that are in the group that ask questions. I see you. I notice you, so keep doing what you're doing. All right, I appreciate you. We have Lisa Gettings, Newport News, VA, working on getting into automations. Awesome. So when I figure out how to get the link, because AJ usually does all that, I just usually talk and do the kind of technical part of it. But when I figure out how to put the link on to the automations course, make sure you kind of click on it. I believe, and I don't want to speak out of turn, but I'm sure everybody is not in the same financial kind of status, and you may not be able to pay the whole thing or whatever. So this is what I did. And I'm gonna tell you what I did. I didn't have all of it. I wasn't making a whole lot of money. So what I did was he has it set up so that you can do like Afterpay, Klarna, all the other stuff where you can kind of pay in payments. And I did that. I did that probably a little over a year ago or so. And because I didn't have the kind of cash flow coming in the way that I wanted it to come in. So I was like, this is a great opportunity. I wanted to make sure that I jumped on it before he started changing it and kind of, maybe, and he was talking about getting rid of the automations course at that point. So I was like, no, I got to jump on it because this information is going to catapult my business to a whole nother level. So what I did was I was like, man, this is a business investment. Let me go ahead and do that investment. It took it out in payments. And I promise you, it was the best thing that I ever did because I believe that at that time I was probably around about 7,000 a month in recurring revenue. I've more than doubled that, right? I've more than doubled that since the automations, and I haven't been in automations. I don't think I've been in it a year yet, and I'm still picking up more contracts, and I'm still bringing in more subcontractors, right? And I still have more walkthroughs scheduled, and this is all through the automations course. I'm able to set up workflows, and I'm able to set up automations that allow me to kind of put out, or let's put it this way. What I'll do is I'll set up my website. I'll set up links that people can go to, and they can click on the links. They can set up and schedule whether it be an interview for a subcontractor, whether it be a walkthrough, for a potential client. They can all do that, automatically. And then I don't have to do anything. They just set it up. I get a notification. Hey, you have this appointment here. You have this appointment there. But I don't actually have to kind of make sure that it fits in my schedule because it automatically fits in my schedule because my schedule is synced to all of my calendars. So that means I can never ever overbook. And I only tell it what times I'm actually available to even have appointments. So they can only schedule within those certain times. So it makes it super easy for me. So now I have time to do so many other things. So I just really appreciate just being able to understand automations. And like I said in the beginning, automations is not easy. It's technical, but that's why we're here to kind of help you guys understand. And if you're in the automations course, we will send you the workflows. We will send you the funnels or landing pages. We will send you, all the automations that you need in order to get your business automated. Because I say this all the time, and if you've ever heard me, I'll say this. We only have 24 hours. You have 24 hours. I have 24 hours. Elon Musk has 24 hours. The owner of Facebook or I don't know all these names, and I really don't care, but they all have 24 hours. So what makes their 24 hours different than ours? It's what you do with that time. So how do you get that time? Because if you're just starting out, like I was, if you're just starting out in your business, you are the operations manager, you're the site manager, you're the accountant, you're the salesperson, you're all of that all at once. All right. That's 4 things just there, right? 4 things right there that you're responsible for doing within a 24-hour time period. Now, if you have a 9-to-5 job, that's 5 things. And that 5th thing takes up most of the time anyway. So when do you have time to do all the other things to build and grow your company? You don't. It's hard, it's difficult, it's stressful. But if you were able to automate all of that stuff and you could kind of put email campaigns out there or text messaging campaigns out there, or you have a virtual assistant that you have set up in your CRM that can call all these people all while you're doing your 9-to-5 job. And then you can say, okay, boom, I had an appointment that popped up on my schedule. I have another appointment that popped up on my schedule. Then boom, that's an automation. So now you have more time to handle all of that stuff because everything else is automated. You don't have to spend time. I was spending hours upon hours doing stuff like that. And I'm retired. I retired from the military, right? And I started this business, and it allowed me to kind of, stay active and stay busy, and it just blew up way more than I thought it even would, right? And it blew up not because of anything that I did, but because of what AJ allowed and taught me to do is automate almost everything that I do. And I'm still working on stuff, so I'm not perfect on it. So let me keep moving. Let me go on to, let's see. Angelica says, I got you with the links. Just follow my link. All right, got you. I appreciate you. Good looking out. All right, I'm going to have to book a one-on-one after the holidays. I'm available. And if I'm not, you won't be able to book it. I promise you, because I have it synced up to my CRM. So only available times and dates are available. And I appreciate you. All right. Can you go into detail about the automation course and what it includes? This is my next step to take the course. So I'll kind of land right here. So it's hard to say in an hour time frame everything that automations actually include. And I would like to show a lot of the stuff, but I want to kind of get the questions that people are asking, but also at the same time be able to show you what the automation does. But if I go into what it does and actually show you, I'm not going to get to a lot of questions. So I'm kind of break it down into kind of layman's terms. And I was in the military, so we use an acronym to call KISS principle, which is keep it simple, stupid, which means not that you're stupid, but you want to break it down so simple that people can understand it. So with the automations course and what it includes, of course, it includes a contact list. So every time somebody calls you, well, first of all, let's start here. You can get a phone number through the CRM. And through the CRM and getting that phone number, you can use that as your business number that you can contact potential leads or clients, and they can contact you. But with that, with everybody that uses that number that calls you and that you call, it's automatically recorded. So being automatically recorded, you always have the ability to go back and listen to the conversation, update any notes or anything that you want to have specific to that contact. You're able to have a virtual assistant come in and make calls for you. And in making those calls for you, those calls are automatically recorded. So with them being recorded, you can do a quality assurance check to make sure that what they're saying is absolutely on point. You can go back with your team and say, hey, in this conversation or in this call, I think you need to move in the direction of, hey, don't ask how you're doing and all this other stuff. Get straight to the point. However you want to kind of structure your business and your kind of script when you're doing cold callings for your virtual assistants, you can go back and you can have conversations because you can hear everything that happened within that conversation because everything is absolutely recorded. If you get A2P registered, you can also text your contacts. You can also email your contacts, all from the CRM, and all of that stuff is absolutely saved. If you want to send a proposal to those contacts, right? You can send a proposal that's going to be saved under that contact. You can send a proposal using the CRM that you can use the classic proposal that AJ has already created, or you can create one specific to your business. I created multiple proposals using the CRM. And with that, you can send that proposal to whoever you want to send it to, whoever that client is or potential client is. You will automatically know when they sign it, right? Because you'll get a notification because you set it up in the CRM to get a notification when they sign that proposal. So you don't have to go back and forth and sit and wonder. You can even see when they even look at the proposal, right? So this is what I normally do. When I send a proposal, and I let them know, hey, I give them a call. Hey, we send the proposals. Please let me know if there's any questions that you have in reference to the proposal, right? I know when they look at it. Then after they look at it, if they haven't contacted me in about a day, then I'll call them back. Hey, do you have any questions about this proposal? And they're like, well, whoa, you called me. They don't know that I can see that they already looked at it, right? And if they looked at it over a day or two or whatever, they haven't said anything to me, I'll reach out to them. It's all a part of the follow-up process to make sure that, hey, they know that you're still there, you're still interested in the account, and that that you believe that you can do a great job for whatever it is their pain points are from the walkthrough that you did. You can schedule your walkthroughs on the CRM. Personally, I don't schedule them. My virtual assistant schedules them, puts them in my calendar, and once it gets into my calendar, I get a notification that I have an appointment. I know where it is. I know who it's with. I can go back and listen to the conversation that he had with that client or potential client, and I'll know everything. But he also puts it in the notes because each contact has notes. They have an appointment. They have tasks that you can assign to them. They have the documents that you want to put in for that client or potential client. So everything that you have that's specific to that client is right there in the CRM. I don't have to go to a bunch of different software or anything like that. I do it all in the CRM, which absolutely works for me because I don't have to go back and forth. All right. So hopefully that, and I don't want to go in because we're already at 6:32. So I don't want to go all the way in, but definitely, look in the group, listen to the videos that me and AJ put out. There's so many other things that you can do with the CRM that will take your cleaning business to absolutely the next level. Let's see. Next one. Hey, Aquaman. I don't know who Aquaman is, but awesome. Tony, what's going on, Big Tone? I appreciate you. Appreciate you signing in. AJ, what's going on, GOAT? Let's go. Way to hold it down. Of course, most definitely, always. I got you. All right. So Josh Davis, hello from Raleigh, North Carolina. I'm in Columbia, South Carolina. So what's going on? All right. Bought automation course last week. Awesome. That's good stuff. 2 days so far with my cold callers will help. We'll keep learning from Sherman and everyone in the network. Oh, you use my first name. Okay. That's good. That's all good. It's all good. But man, that's awesome. So definitely, I'm glad you got your cold callers. That absolutely saves you so much time. So here's one thing I will say. All right, when you get your cold callers, of course, cold callers, for the most part, have done cold calling. But have they done cold calling for a cleaning business? Have they done cold calling using your script? Right? If they haven't, for the most part, you want to make sure that you have systems in place so that no matter what the experience of your cold caller is, that you're able to teach them what they need to know in order to be the best cold caller or virtual assistant. Because my cold callers are not just cold callers, they're virtual assistants. So they do other things other than cold calling, because cold calling can get, I promise you, dealing in the cleaning business industry, cold calling and the no's can get so depressing at times for somebody that's calling back to back to back. You got to kind of spread it out so you're not burning them out. So what I do is I'll have them cold calling over a period of time, and then I have them doing other administrative things within my business because I've created systems. And what I want to do is, if I can kind of pull this up, and I showed it to somebody that I was mentoring the other day, and I want to kind of show it to you because I think it was helpful or beneficial to them. So as soon as I pull it up real quick, I want to share it with you so you can kind of see some of the things that you probably should instill or start in your business to kind of help you. And I'll say this mainly because AJ taught us this. He really did. And a lot of, some other people did too. But the one thing he says is create systems in order to help your business grow from point A to point Z, right? You have to be able to create systems because in essence, what you're doing is you're creating a process that if you were not there, somebody else could look at and follow it verbatim and still be able to accomplish the task. So this is what I'll show you. Let me make sure I share this correctly. Boom. Let's make sure virtual assistant folder. So share. So do me a favor in the chat. I want to make sure somebody put a 1 up in the chat if you can see my screen right now. Real quick. And I think this is set for what, from 6 to 7. But depending on how you guys are with the questions, I'm going to go ahead. All right. Thank you, Nick. I appreciate you. So you can see my screen. So what I do is I create a folder in my Google Drive. And I will say this, Google Drive isn't necessarily a part of the CRM, but you can instill it. You can put this in your CRM also. I have all my files and everything here because that's where I started. But eventually I'm bringing it over to the CRM and everything is going to be on there, right? But you can give them access or share access with them to the CRM. So what I do is one thing I do is I'm gonna show you this part. I created and I'm telling you what I use. I'm gonna give you the cheat sheet. I use ChatGPT. I gave it some instructions. I told it I need you to create a daily task sheet for my virtual assistant, right? So they created a virtual task list and I gave them the timeline of when they work so that it can break it down into what you do from this time to this time and what you do from that time to that time and going forward. So if I don't give them a task, and a task is something that you can do within the CRM where you could say, hey, on this day, I want you to do this. I want you to cold call this list in the smart list. I want you to make these appointments. I want you to schedule this in this software. You can put all of that in your CRM and assign it to specific people that are on your staff, which I have my virtual assistants in my staff. So I set up a checklist, and this is just more like a daily task list of what I want them to do. But the other thing that I do is, and I'm gonna show you this, is I created a system. And a lot of times you go through, people say create systems, create systems, create systems, but nobody really tells you how to actually create a system. So this is what I did. So a system is basically a list from step one to step the end of, if I want somebody to create, it's called daily or check daily task, a task checklist, right, of what you need to do. So you want to create tasks. How do you do that? The first step you do is your CRM will open up to this dashboard, right? And I created the list first. After I created the list, then I go back and I create pictures or screenshots of what each specific step in the checklist looks like. And that's all I did. I created specific checks or steps in the checklist for them to be able to see what it looks like when they go through the process. So now they don't really have to ask me questions. So in essence, what I did was I saved myself time because I would have to explain this to everybody every single time. But once I created this checklist or this system, now they can go to my CRM or my Google, but it's in the CRM also. They can go to the folder that I have specifically for them, and they can see how to do this, how to do that. They can see how to, let's say, how to perform. This one specifically is how to perform warm and blind call transfers. I created a system for that. Now they can go through the process. And a blind call or warm call transfer is when they're on the phone with somebody, right? They're doing a cold calling and that person wants to speak to the person in charge or the owner. Now, from that, they can call or they can set up a transfer and contact to my phone, and they will call me directly, right? So now I already know when it comes to my phone, I look at my phone the way that I have it set up. I know it's a business call. So I answer the call. Good morning, good afternoon. This is Mr. Lewis for Squeaky Clean. How can I help you? And then he'll transfer the call to me, and then I'll go into my spiel. I already know what's going on. I know what the call is for. I know it's a business call, and that's from the CRM, right? So that's just some things that you can do to kind of help you and to kind of save you more time, because right now, who handles that is my virtual assistant. So all I have to do is just do what I'm doing in a normal day. They're handling all of that, and when I get a call, I know that boom, that's a business call. Before the CRM and before the automations, I was doing that all myself. So imagine how long that was taken in this process. You see what I'm saying? All right. Hey guys, make sure you're liking and you're sharing with some other people so that they can see if this is beneficial. Okay, let's move on. I want to answer some more questions. All right. Dan Bosch, what's going on? I appreciate you showing up. What's going on? And I can't say, I want to try to say it, Mahar, but let's go, brother. Hey, we need to chat, man. Let me know how you're doing. Let me know what the process, what the progress is from our discussion the last time. All right, Assure come for 2 hours away from Birmingham. Okay, awesome. Awesome. Yeah, I know, like I said, when I first started in the military, and that was now, oh my God, it's like over 22 years. Let's no, oh my goodness. It's like 25. Oh my gosh. All right, I'm telling my age, but 25 years. I joined the military back in 1999. All right. So but that my first duty station was at Maxwell Air Force Base. Sorry. So let's see. Dan Bosch says, sorry, that was meant for a text to Jelly. No worries. No worries at all. Who's that? Okay, awesome. Okay. Sorry, my fiance just wrote a note on my board, so I had to see what she was saying. All right, so where am I? AJ Simmons, thank you so much, bro, for holding us down. We need this info. Baby girl stole my computer while we're out of town. Of course, that's what our teenage girls do. I promise you they do. And we're gullible for our girls, so it happens. Lisa Gettings, I love it. Everything done in one place. Absolutely. Everything is done in one place. And if it's not, I promise you, I'll figure out how to do it. All you have to do is let me or AJ know, and we'll figure out an automations or a way for you to do what you're trying to do. Josh Davis says, I am currently coaching my cold callers on the script after hearing the recording. Absolutely. And Josh, do me a favor. You have to be flexible to be able to change it and allow your cold callers to make the script their own. Because here's one thing I've learned about myself is that when I hear somebody call me and it sounds like they're reading a script, I hang up. So it has to sound natural to them. So allow them the flexibility to make it natural, to make it, kind of cater it or customize to them and their style of talking and stuff like that. And just kind of hit on pointers. Hey, make sure you focus on this in this situation. Make sure you tell them this in that situation. But don't make the script so stringent that they have to follow it word for word because it's not natural. And a lot of people are like me. And once you hear somebody that's reading from the script or there's a pause and you say, hey, this is Mr. Lewis. Hey, sir, how are you doing? Like it sounds like they're reading. I'm hanging up. So allow them the flexibility and the ability to make it natural to them. That's what I'll say. All right, Assured Comfort Cleaning. I'm going back through the starter course to do the funnel to try and get myself up to speed with things. So yeah, so you said one thing that's very important, and one thing I kind of I push a lot when it comes to being in CBN. You have to build your foundation first, right? You can't just jump to automations and all this other stuff. You have to go through that starter course first because you'd be surprised how much information is within the starter course itself. Me personally, I go back through the starter course every few months because it's like, man, let me go back and kind of refresh, my information, right? Information is the key to building everything. So if you refresh your information and go back and look at that starter course, you would absolutely move so much faster. And to be honest, I think you should charge more for the starter course. Really, I really do, because of so much information that's in the starter course. And he should charge more, and I would pay more for it because of how much information is in it. But look at it this way also. So much information. The starter course is so much of a foundation. Imagine what the automation course does, right? The starter course gets you going. It gets you moving in the right direction. It gives you the basics and everything. But the automations course, it dives in and it kind of shows you how to speed up the process. Because when I first started, it was so difficult to kind of get information and understand how to move forward, how to grow, how to do walkthroughs, how to do proposals and all that other stuff. You learn that in the starter course, but in the automations course, you know how to make that so much faster. Because I was spending hours at a time on one proposal because I didn't trust my numbers. I didn't understand the numbers. I didn't know if I was making a profit, all that other stuff. You learn all that stuff. You learn how to do all that in automations. And it makes it so much faster. All right, next one. Nay. Oh, yeah. When I asked for the ones, I appreciate you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I got you, brother. So definitely reach out to me. So please do me a favor, and I'm going to try to look into the other. I'm going to see if anybody's on YouTube to see if there are any questions there that I haven't gotten. So give me a second. Like I said, AJ usually does all this stuff. So let me make sure I could see. Okay, live chat. Let's see. Okay, doesn't look like anybody else. All right. So what I'll do is I'm going to kind of show you some stuff from the automations course. We have about like I said, we have until like 7 o'clock. But if you ask questions and you want to go a little bit further or a little bit past 7 o'clock, I'll do it. So I am going to show you some things that I have in my automations as soon as I share it. Hold on just a second. And boom. Boom. So here is my automations. So in your automation, let me take you out of this one because I'm not going to show everybody this part. Let me show you what you get. So when you get your automations, the way that it's set up, you will see the main dashboard. And this is the main kind of screen, default screen that you'll see. And so I probably have a few things that's on here. So you see it. So right here, I have it the way that I have it set up. I have my task up there. I have different opportunities for the time period. And you can kind of see what those opportunities are. You can see, and opportunities are basically possible leads that you can have potential income coming from, right? And right here, you can see where these are revenue that's been earned or won, and this is revenue that's open. So you have the potential to close on that revenue, right? You can see all of that from your main dashboard. And there's so many, it breaks it down into so many areas. And once again, you can customize this to show exactly what you want it to show. Okay. There's so many things that you can do. You can see conversations that you've had. You can see appointments. And like I said, you can customize it to what you want to customize it to. One thing that a lot of people don't realize is that within a dashboard, you can customize it and add certain documents. Like if you go to specific documents a lot, or, kind of like on a consistent basis, you can add those documents to your dashboard. So you don't have to keep going back and forth. Like for instance, this is a list that AJ created about different niches that you can use for cold calling. So I added that to my dashboard so that my virtual assistant can see it, right? So I have a separate dashboard that I have, but I have a dashboard that my virtual assistants use, that they can see different information that I want them to see. So this is a list that he put into our Facebook group, Clean Biz Network. If you're not in it, make sure you get in it. And do me a favor, Angelica, if you're still on, can you put the link to the Clean Biz Network.app? If you can put that on there for me, I appreciate you. So this is where he put it. He put it in our Facebook group. I also put website links, and you see that I put website links for VA use. So this is specifically for my virtual assistant that they can use, because I have different links that I created for calendars and all this other stuff that gives them the ability to kind of create social media posts and stuff like that using calendars and links that I've already created and put into my my CRM. So boom. Also, a friend of ours, a family friend of ours, Belinda, thank you for being on this live. I appreciate you watching. Belinda is actually a broker. She owns a real estate company in Columbia, South Carolina. So if you're in the Columbia area or South Carolina area, you're looking to to buy a house or sell a house, Belinda Forrest from Exit Realty, she actually has an amazing realty company, so real estate company. So definitely look into that. And the reason why that's significant is that I learned how to customize, or I'm learning how to customize the CRM in order to assist real estate companies. So if you have multiple streams of income, if you're, an insurance, you have, your insurance license, your real estate license, of course, your cleaning business or any other business, you can customize the CRM that to be able to implement that business into your CRM. Just some food for thought. So once again, I'm just kind of going through some of the things that you'll see on this initial dashboard that I have for my virtual assistants. Also, see if it, and I think that's as far as it goes, but there's so many other things that you can add on here. I'm not going to go into that because we're kind of getting low on time. But what I will show you is, say, for instance, let's go through your social media management, right? So your social media management, and I went to the wrong place. Let's go to marketing over here in the menu section. Go to marketing. If you go to marketing, the first thing that's going to pop up is a social planner. And with this social planner, you're able to post, and let me make it a little bit more simple. I am able to schedule out all of my posts for all of my social media within the CRM. It's slow to kind of load, but now it's going to show you. So I actually have a social media virtual assistant, and all she does is social media. So all my social media that you see that isn't kind of like generic. If it's generic, I probably did it. If it's kind of more professional, my social media person does it. Then she'll go back in and she'll fix what I did. But anyway, all your social media posts can be done right here in the Clean Biz Network CRM. So you can get a virtual assistant to do all of that for you. And if you know, like I know, if you were doing all of your posts, all of your social media posts, that takes a hell of a lot of time. It really does. If you can get somebody to handle that for you, you gain back so much time to be able to do other things. So that's what she did. She plans out all of my social media posts from Facebook. And I have multiple Facebooks, I have multiple Instagrams, I have multiple YouTubes. All of that is done by her, unless it's like one of those videos that I do that you see me in my truck or, at a location and I'm doing a live video or whatever. She'll do all of that stuff. So you can have your social media person do that. You can have email campaigns all done from the CRM. And in the CRM, like for instance, I just recently did an email campaign, and I'll use this one because AJ created a form, or actually a form where you can post on your social media or on your website or on a funnel page or landing page that you have, where a client or a potential client can go to and they can put in all their information and request a bid estimate. And what that does is, in requesting a bid estimate, because it's in the CRM or was created in the CRM, when they go in there and they say, oh, let me find out how much it would cost to clean my location or my facility or my building, when they put in all their information, their name, their email address, the location, he also has a setup where they can put in how much they currently pay their cleaning company if they have a cleaning company. And most of the times, businesses already have cleaning businesses, but they're not happy with them. So they want to kind of explore to see if they can get a better deal, more quality service or whatever. So when they put in that amount, now you know what their name is, you know what their location is, you know their email information, you know the contact person that's responsible for the cleaning or hiring the cleaning company, right? You know how much they pay. So you already know going in, what all the information that you have to gather when you go to the walkthrough. From that, you already go in knowing, okay, this is what they're paying, this is what they want. Now, can we kind of get somewhere close to what they want, or can we provide so much quality that they're okay with us charging them more than what they're already getting, right? And you can do all that from the CRM. So what I did was I sent this out to, I have an email list that I got from another software. Excuse me. From that software, I'm able to get all the emails. And I created an email campaign to over 1,000. Matter of fact, I can see exactly how many. Excuse me. I can see exactly how many I sent it out to. 1,190 people I sent this email or this email campaign out to. And I can tell just from this, because it gives you statistics, I can tell that 132 people actually opened it, right? I can see how many people actually clicked on the link that I sent them within the email. So that's a very important part of of being able to market to people, because if they clicked on it, that means they're kind of interested. So it's still a warm / cold lead, but you can see there's some interest, there's some curiosity. They may want more information. So you can use that information. So if I go to, and I'm gonna scroll down here, if I go to who clicked on it, and I'm not gonna really show you all of it, but you can see exactly who clicked on it. So now I can market to those people specifically because I know that there was some interest, and all of that is done within the CRM, right? Another thing is, let's go to the bidding calculator. AJ created a bidding calculator. This was before the CRM, but he's implemented it into the CRM. So it's right there. So whether you are trying to figure out your commercial, what to charge for commercial cleaning, that's within the CRM. All of that is there, right? So it saves you so much time in trying to figure it out, write it down on paper, and try to figure out what else, you need to charge them for. Let me go back, see if I can go back. Excuse me, I don't know what it is. Residential calculator he has in there, and also special bid calculator. There's so many other things, proposals you can create on here. All of this is right within the Cleaning Business Network CRM. All of that is within here. So let's go back. We're getting down to almost 7 o'clock. Let me see what Josh Davis has to say. If a potential client says that they handle all of their cleaning needs in-house, oh yeah, I love those. Should I thank them and move on, or still aim for an appointment with the free quote? Absolutely move for a free appointment with the quote, because I promise you, 9 times, matter of fact, I'm not even gonna say 9 times out of 10, because you'll see that commercial and it says 9 dentists out of 10 dentists think that flossing is important. That's crazy. 10 times out of 10, they don't want to do the cleaning. When you're working, who actually wants to do the cleaning? They don't want to do it. But what you have to do is be able to show them how you can benefit them and save them more time and give them more productivity, because they don't have to do the cleaning, by using that free quote and say, hey, we can give you a free quote on what it would cost you, in order to bring in a team of people to be able to handle all this stuff that takes you 30 minutes to 45 minutes in addition to your day to clean up this facility. And if you use that as a kind of a selling point, then absolutely I would use that for people that say that they do the cleaning themselves. Eventually they're going to want somebody else to do it for them, because nobody really wants to do it, because it's not a part of their core job title or job description. It's not a part of it. When you sign up for a job, unless you're working at fast food, it doesn't say you have to clean. It doesn't. They add that on because they don't want to hire somebody else. But if you can make it beneficial for them, for the people that work there and for the people that own it, make it beneficial. But you have to sell yourself. You have to sell, what you're actually providing. So hopefully that makes sense. We're at 7 o'clock now. So if you guys don't have any questions, do me a favor. Like I said, if this was beneficial to you, make sure you kind of like the live, whether you're watching me on YouTube or you're watching me on Instagram or Facebook. Make sure you like it, share it for somebody that may be in the market to kind of not even just join automations, but join Clean Biz Network if you're not a part of the Clean Biz Network. Because like I said, Clean Biz Network has taken me from just being a retired military person to making an additional 6-figure, revenue in my cleaning business, and we're still growing. And we're growing because of the automations course, the information that I learned in the automations course. In addition to, and I'm gonna say this part before we get off, in addition to all the automations that you learn and that you can kind of to get within the automations course, AJ has provided a way of being able to get the phone numbers and the contact information for every company within the continental United States, Canada, Puerto Rico, and somewhere else I can't remember off the top of my head. And you can create lists. As a matter of fact, while I got you, before we go, we're going to go a few minutes past. But I created smart lists, and we call smart lists, but lists of different companies within my area, and I'm in Columbia, South Carolina. So this specific list right here is 171 records. This list is 99. Let's say law office list is 23, but let me get to another one. Matter of fact, let's go to all my lists. All my lists total. So this is how many phone numbers and contact information I have for the contacts that I have businesses in my area. 9,886, right? So I have that many. And now all of those aren't actually contacts. Those are people that actually have called me also. But just to kind of get an understanding of, you can get all of these numbers within 5 minutes, and you can put these numbers into your CRM. You can give your CRM or give your virtual assistant access to that list, and they can call. They can just call upon calls, upon calls, upon calls, and be able to set up or at least try to set up appointments, walkthrough appointments, consultations for you. In creating those walkthrough consultations, they can put that in your calendar. You'll get a notification that you have a walkthrough for this person, ABC company, at 10 o'clock on November 30th, right? And it's already in your calendar. You get a notification, and you didn't have to do anything other than give them access to the list and give them the ability to be able to schedule your appointments. And not even just those appointments. You can give them the ability to schedule all your appointments. So it's just really up to you. The sky's the limit to what you can give them access to. So you just have to broaden your mind and say, okay, what can I do to make this so much easier on me? What can I take off of my plate, give to somebody else, so that I can focus more on working on my business and not working in my business? Because if you're still working in your business, your time is scarce and your energy is scarce, because you've been doing all the work. You've been working in this account and working in that account and working in that account. I have over 20 something accounts, and I don't work in any of them. And I'm not doing that to brag. I'm doing that to tell you that it is possible. I'm not the smartest person in the world. I promise you I'm not. I just figure stuff out, and I use the information that I gather from different, resources, specifically AJ Simmons and Clean Biz Network and the automations course. And it allowed me to have all these accounts, and I'm picking up hopefully 2 more accounts, and I brought on 2 more subcontractors, right? And all that's been done with the automations course. So no more questions. I don't see any. With that being said, we're right at 7 o'clock or 7:04. You guys, I will say this. I hope that you take the time to spend with your families. The holiday seasons are just absolutely the best, the favorite part of my year, my season. I love Thanksgiving. I love Christmas. I love Kwanzaa. I love the New Year's, because those are the times that families actually get together, right? And you actually love on each other. You enjoy each other. So I will tell everybody this: take the time, spend with your family, spend with the people that you love, tell them that you love them, show them that you love them, refresh, recharge, and come back ready to go. Definitely make sure you get on with going to cleanbiznetwork.app. Matter of fact, let me do this. Let me see if I can put it clean. To see if I can put it up here. Let's do this. So bear with me. Like I said, AJ usually does this, and it's not allowing me to do it. So let's do this. Let me get out of the screen right here, because I don't have the links already set up like he normally does. Boom. Let's see if I go here. Ah, perfect. I think I got it. That's not where I wanted to go, but see if I can figure it out. And what I'm going to do in the chat, I'm going to put in the link so you can go kind of check it out and see if this is something that you're interested in. I'm going to put Clean Biz Network app in here first. Put that in there. That's in the chat, so you check that out. The other one I'm going to put in is, let's see, he has a starter kit, 10-10 program, all other stuff. not if not even that, just go to his YouTube. Go to his YouTube, see some of the information that he shares with everybody, because he puts out their gems. They're absolutely free game that will just in the free stuff alone will take you to a whole nother level in your business, right? The free game alone. So I'm going to put his information for his YouTube in the chat. Go in there, check it out, save it to your favorites and all that other stuff. And absolutely look at it and let us know if you need us for anything. If you have any questions, you want to do a discovery call, all that other stuff, you can do that within these links that I sent to you. So you guys, once again, have a wonderful Thanksgiving, a blessed day, always recharge, take care of your health, ask questions because we are here for you. So with that being said, y'all take care and we'll catch you next time.